Hi, this is Nia Sharma and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
Well, after a million Zoom calls, we finally have with us the beautiful presence of Nia Sharma in our office. Pleasure having you with us.
Thank you,
on Bollywood
Faridun. Don't want to talk about how long it took to reach here, but it's okay.
Hungama. It's okay. So it's absolutely fine. Your views on monsoons? You like it?
Being in Mumbai, you cannot not be a monsoon lover. So I would say yes, we have to love it.
All right. And it is so fascinating. मैं आपके आज सुबह से मैं आपकी रिसर्च कर रहा था आपके बारे में. हम लोग पहले भी बात कर चुके हैं.
Yes.
और बहुत दिलचस्प सी बात यह है कि जिस तरीके से आपने जो एक आपका पर्सोना था आपका जो टेलीविज़न पे मेरी प्यारी बहना एंड ऑल दैट एंड अभी मैं देख रहा था कि आपके एक इंस्टाग्राम पोस्ट पे आई थिंक गरिमा जैन आई थिंक इज़ एन एक्ट्रेस एंड उनका कमेंट था दैट हाउ हैव यू लॉस्ट सो मच ऑफ वेट एंड गिव मी सम टिप्स एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ एंड ऑल दैट. सो आपका जो एक बहुत ही ड्रामेटिक सा ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन आपका रहा है from television to this very glamorous sort of persona. How do you look at this transition of sorts?
I look at it in terms of bringing myself into limelight as this girl who Nia always was. The sad part about our shows are that we are playing a character for so long that people kind of take them for real and they forget that people playing them are different people. So people could not accept when I came out of my shell, when I came out of those shows, and nobody could fathom and nobody could really believe that this girl who was doing Ek Hazaron Mein, such a bubbly looking and an innocent girl could actually come out and dress up so wildly or so dress up so sartorial choices and all of that. So it was never me. I don't know, my everything I was doing and everything I used to wear would be talked about, would be picked up as being called sartorial, as being called weird, and everything but good. Everything I'd be called, every bad adjective that you could use for me would be used for me, but anything good about me would be surprising, so it remains till there. And about losing weight, I think I've gained weight now. I've been a girl who's always been thin, and I don't know, with the last few years I have not been able to hold that. Yeah, it's age also, and I believe that, but it's fine. But
Okay,
yeah, I've started
it
working
doesn't-
now more on myself. I've started investing more on myself, and I believe that now I look way better than how I was looking earlier. But again, it's your progression. It's how we grow in life.
So you posted this reel recently. We're just simply walking down the stairs and I think washboard आपके abs हैं तो मुझे लगता नहीं है कि that
Yeah,
उसमें
well, that day
कहीं आपने-
I had woken up with a flat stomach and I had pretty much not had anything, not even a sip of water, and I wanted to flaunt it. So I knew how I was looking, and I just told my friend, just shoot me while I walk. And there I was, and it didn't even take me like 100 other attempts to be making that reel. Just that one walk, I shot it, and later on I just a few more edits here and there, and I was in it, and I pretty much liked it, and I wanted to shoot so certain times I have a very clear idea of how I want to look on my Instagram, how I want to present myself. So that was one look, very, very well planned and executed.
and I think it works as well.
Yeah.
All right, and the paparazzi likes you. I think they tend to follow you and your pictures are flashed everywhere. Did you enjoy the attention?
I always do, and despite the fact that I've never even indulged in any PR gimmicks or any there is no PR that I've personally hired to be papped anywhere. I'm the last girl who is following the trend, because seeing the current scenario, I have no idea how is everybody such a star that paps are following everybody, and this is such a weird trend. You know what I mean? I'm not the one, and the minute you said paparazzi like you, I just took 2 seconds to realize I'm not even spotted anywhere. They don't even see me. So yeah, I don't go by that trend. I am not spotted everywhere, and just makes me feel at times, am I even famous? But that's okay. It's my personal choice. But other than that, without any of it, yes, my pictures do go everywhere. And it feels nice, it's just like a free attention you get. And
Right. So you were clicked with dollars recently.
dollars, yes,
Lots of
and that was from the set of my music video which I did, and it's called Paisa Paisa. So the word itself was so funny and quirky, and I don't know, all things. This thing that I just went for it, and Also, the interesting thing about that thing is that Heran that I've just promoted
Kunal.
and with Kunal Roy Kapoor, a viral music video, and this thing were shot back to back in Chandigarh. So on first, second, third, 3 days I finished 2 music videos. So I was there in Chandigarh and finished 2. So that's how I ended up doing 2, and I'm promoting also both back to back. So Paisa Paisa is somebody, and I've been getting clicked with all the dollars and everything. That set was pretty quirky.
That set was pretty quick. Okay, and when it comes to that those washboard abs that you're talking about, how much effort goes into into your gym? Are you very regular with it? What sort of diet do you have?
So again, washboard abs क्या होती है मुझे नहीं पता. I have no idea, and neither do I have them. I don't. But I have always been blessed with a certain kind of body structure, and I have my effort goes into maintaining it, which I am not able to. And the gym lifestyle is very, very new in my life. Last 6 months, 7 months, I've invested it all of my time, all of my energy. A lot of money has gone into just in my own gym life and my life and this and that, which I wasn't very, very particular about it. But now that I have gotten into it, this is the only thing I want to go by. So you'll be surprised. I mean, there are so many things I can do. From those cartwheels and jumping in the air, and that's 180-degree flip and the 360-degree kick. I can do it all today. I'm learning. So most of my time goes into the gymnastics. I have a trainer, so I'm learning it all, and it's so much fun. And initially my idea was to lose certain amount of kgs, but that never happened. I never lost any kg, and that became quite depressing. But wo hatake, when I realized that hey, the other things were going so well, I was looking fine, better. My body looked toned, I looked nicer, and the things that I'm learning, everybody compliments me on those things, and I can do a kick up that, and my trainer tells me not many men can do it. You should do it.
I saw that, yeah.
So मैं बहुत मजे लेती हूँ gym में, and I do all of that. So it's the lifestyle has changed. Yeah, so I've also forgotten about losing those extra kgs, and it's about looking healthy. It's about living healthy. So I've got on to that.
You're even flipping in Gulmarg, for example.
I can do anything now. So it feels powerful also, something other than a gym and weightliftings, and those मेरे को boring लगता है. मेरे को नहीं पता उसमें क्या करते हैं. कितना ही कर लोगे आप ये और ये, मतलब I have no idea. करना पड़ता है. It's not me. I like gymnastics. I like monkeying around, all those things.
Okay, now जैसे बहुत बार ये कहा जाता है कि entertainment जो world होता है बहुत stressful होता है, बहुत competitive होता है. Everyone is eager to move up the stairs of success and glamour and fame, and it can be rather intimidating for many people at times. You've had substantial experience now. आपके लिए खुश रहना कितना important है? To be happy and to have that level of fun element. How important is that for you?
So I'm so glad you're asking this question, because not everybody asks these kind of questions, and I am so happy in my life right now that I chose my vibe than other things in my life. Because yes, like you said, this is such a competitive world. Like you said, everybody is just trying to climb up that success ladder, no matter what it takes, no matter the kind of circus right now we are in. You see, right, every Tom, Dick and Harry is a star today. I'm so sorry to say this, but वो अपने 11 साल का काम ऐसा लगता है कि have we even done something? Are we even there? People just do one reality show and they're just everywhere, and being the next hot thing and this and that. But कोई पूछ भी नहीं रहा था आपको उससे पहले. So in my own defense, I would say that I'm so happy and I'm so content in my own space that I don't need that desperate attempt to be seen, to be out there, to be doing something or the other, or to be getting papped everywhere that hey, I am the Nia Sharma, I am there. So and God's grace, I don't think anybody has had this kind of like you're being talked about, and I am somebody who it didn't take a reality show for me to come into the forefront. I have always been known for my shows. I've always been known for the work I've done, and it makes me happy, and it makes me want to be in my space, and I don't need anyone giving me any kind of approval or any kind of acknowledgement for what I have done and what I've not done. So even if I sit there while I have a project in my hand right now, or I don't. It's been a while. I still feel happy about myself. I still look at other people and I see, hey, And now this is something I don't want to do. Now this is how I don't want to present myself. People have a very, very desperate attempt at being seen, and for that they're doing all sort of stupid things, and we all know it. We all talk in amongst our groups, and they think they're being seen and they're being spotted, and it just looks fake. Something when you're doing in front of the media, like this camera is something, it catches you, man. You throw a fake smile at it, it'll catch you. You try to be cooler than you are, it catches you. The minute you sit here, if you're boring, be boring. If you're very, very happening, be there. It will catch you. But it also catches you when you're faking it big time, and everybody is, most of them are. And it's silly, it's irritating, and it's frustrating to see them. And especially how they get papped. आप कैसे हैं? खाना खाया? I don't get it. क्यों इतना sugar coat करना है life में? आप नहीं हो. Nobody is, Faridun. I mean, let's face it, यार.
Right.
We are all very. I'm not saying I'm not a sweet girl. I'm not saying I'm not a good girl. But there's a limit to it. You can't be that chirpy and smiling at all times just when the camera is on. I mean, I know many people other. In this thing, so बहुत अलग होता है वो persona. So I feel is to keep it organic, is to keep it how you are. If you're an angry person, it's okay, be that angry person. If you are a sweet person, be that sweet person. But then when it goes on to the level of being over sweet and this and that, वो दिखता है. It just shows. And everybody's at it today, man. Somehow I have no idea how it's working in anyone's favor, but good luck to them.
Great. Now, मुझे एक बहुत आपकी नहीं, it's okay. I think you explained it beautifully. आपके Instagram मैंने देखा एक किसी बच्ची के साथ में आपने एक बहुत ही cute सा आपने वीडियो बनाया था. तो what I feel is that here's someone who's really not doing things the way people expect her to do. Yeah. She's doing what she feels like doing it, and this is such a cute video. And उसमें होता क्या है कि that वो एक आपकी personality उभर के आती है कि that there's maybe more to her than just trying to attract attention the way many people
clothing,
many people the way they tend to do that. So वो आपका personality का जो trait है वो आपके लिए कितना precious है?
It's all things precious to me. So about the little girl that you're talking about, so she's not any random girl. The friends I have today, the two friends that are really close to me today are their names are Amira and Kyra. You know how old they are? One is 4, one is 6, and they meet me in the gym every day without fail. And the day I don't meet this little girl Amira, she sends me a voice note. Hi Neo, I'm missing you. You know how does that fill my heart? I cannot tell you this phase of my life. I will never be able to explain this to anybody. I have grown out of a lot of friendships. I've grown out of a lot of groups. Not because of anything, again, it's my selfish reasons, because आप बैठते हो, फिर आप खाते हो, then you drink and this and that. So I cannot afford. You cannot afford to be partying and then, be seen on screen. I want to look a certain way and I want to maintain that. So it's no one's. So I've made these little friends in my own building, and there is no day that goes by when I don't meet them, when I don't meet that little girl. She's always at my home. I chill with her. And I think, learning every sort of naughty innocence there is, the mischievousness there is. But at least there is nothing corrupt in that bond. There is nothing that you don't... I wake up with such a smile because मुझे हंसी आ रही होती है the way she speaks, to me. So I'm loving this phase, and I think I'm not letting that friendship go. It's been 8 months, 6 months, but I'm telling you, this is the cleanest that I've had, and I'm happy having them. उनके voice notes आते हैं, and the kind of dances that we do. So those reels are not for Instagram, but because वो बैठ के हम कर रहे होते हैं वो चीज़, and I see her speak, and I just want to keep recording her because she's so funny. So I'm loving that thing, and I don't think I'm missing out on any parties in the city, or if somebody is having more fun than me. मुझे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा. I have no clue. I haven't partied in a while, but it's just me and my own life right now, and I think I'm very, very happy. I've never been happier.
No, I think it shows in your face. Do you like traveling?
Yeah, well, the jinxed part is that I have not been able to travel in a long, long time. Every time something comes up for other than going out of the city, it doesn't happen. Yes, but I've traveled within the country. I've gone to Kashmir. I went to Chandigarh, Dehradun. So within the country, I'm traveling for work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you believe in spirituality?
I wouldn't say no. I'm yet to reach that level where I could sit and talk to somebody like no.
Right.
I think too much of a monkey to do that.
And do you like to read?
No. I can't do anything that's to do with sitting at one place and just, I don't know, except watching a Netflix series or any series that I'm on to, I don't think I want to sit.
Who's Nia Sharma? I've done variety of roles and various platforms. How would you want to maybe upgrade yourself, update yourself, and do content that you want to surprise your audience with?
Yeah, so this again, I would say, oh, I want to do films and I want to do this, but coming to the harsh reality that we have in our industry today, I just want to work enough to be known as a performer. I am not somebody who's out there so privileged that today I would announce it that, hey, I want to do this kind of role and tomorrow I'm going to have it. I don't have that kind of backing where today I go and tell somebody, hey, I want to do this and tomorrow I'm on that project. No, I'm not that. I'm not being backed. I'm not handed any project. I've not been auditioning. So for somebody who's living like this, I think I just want to focus on the projects that will come my way, but choosing the right ones, choosing the ones where nobody ends up saying कि ये तो यही करती है. Like at one point where I had done in erotica series, उसके बाद line लग गई उन चीज़ों की, फिर same sex kissing and the gender kind of role, so वही आने लग गए. So people just restrict you in to those kind of roles. But now I want to focus more on something that lets me perform. I want to be known as a performer and not as somebody who's just known for style, because मेरे पास style भी नहीं है. I don't know how did I end up being that stylish person. मुझे पता ही नहीं लगा कब मैं वहाँ से वहाँ निकल गई. I have no idea. It's just people wrote about me this way. I was known this way. People wrote about me in bad light. I was known in a bad light. But I'm not this girl. Yeah, I think I want to work. I want to perform on screen, and I want to be known for my work and being praised. Be praised for my work.
Who's Nia Sharma?
All right, that's a good question. I am definitely not somebody that is so badly written about. I don't deserve it. Shittiest of things, Nia Sharma chali, dikh gaye kapde, utar gaye kapde. ये मैं नहीं हूँ यार. आप, for someone who doesn't know who Nia Sharma is and somebody has to Google, Faridun, you will not see anything other than malfunctions, जो होते भी नहीं हैं. Weird things, yeah. I mean, recently I just spoke on the same lines of being a beggar for work. I'm still a beggar and I'm not, and I want money. You know what that means? Is like beggars can't be choosers. मुझे नहीं पता था उसको हिंदी में translate करके मैं भिखारी हूँ, मुझे पैसे चाहिए बन जाएगा. मैंने देखा, I saw. माँ कसम, where do you find this from, guys? And especially for the Hindi publications, man, certain little. I mean, I'm not saying आप मत लिखो. I'm not somebody who's going to put a restriction on anything and curb this thing, but इतना गंद तो मत बचाओ कि आदमी पढ़ के ऐसा हो जाए सुबह उठ के कि I'm well to do, I have good money and I'm living a super well lifestyle, and for that somebody is having an article, Nia Sharma क्यों हो गई भिखारी, पैसे मांग रही हैं, क्या हो गया ऐसा, टैलेंट होने के बावजूद नहीं मिल रहा काम. When did I say all of that, bro? कब हो गया ये सब? So it is silly, it is bad AF. Or if I start talking in Hindi as to how I felt about your shitty articles, this interview would become very, very crass. I don't want to go to that level. But is it shitty, man? Stop writing all of these things. I'm a beggar and I need work means in terms of work, we will always be beggar. We will always be hungry is what I meant. पर मैं भिखारी नहीं हूँ. I want so much in my life, assholes. I can't. It's so bad. I mean, it feels very funny to be explaining this, but I wanted to, man. But thanks, I'm talking to you. It's my first interview, so I have so much of energy to be shitty. Don't write such things. Stupidity है ये.
First interview in person.
First interview in person.
We've had like a million Zoom calls. Okay, so I think it's interesting that you're saying all these things, and I did not want to bring up that beggar part because even I found it the way things they tend to be taken out of context. I think it is very demeaning for almost anyone. But with a substantial sort of work that you've done, you are saying that since 2021 you've not had any offers for shows that you would like to do. You've been doing music videos. Do you approach producers yourself?
No,
don't you think that's something that I think the biggest of artists they've done it. I can give you names if you want.
I have not done that. So Yeah, that's one thing, because I don't know people. How do I approach somebody for work? I mean, I can max tell anybody if I happen to meet, hey, consider me for this audition. That's the max I would say to even a producer or even a casting director. But I do not think I'm worthy enough of telling somebody, hey, consider me for this role. मेरे से नहीं होगा भाई. I can never do that. But at the same time, it's not like I haven't had offers. Come on, that's very wrong to say. I have had a lot of calls, fortunately, by God's grace. But I don't want to portray it like that. मेरे पास pipeline में 5 shows हैं, मैं choose करूँगी और जब आ जाएगा आप सभी को दिख जाएगा. I have seen so many people say these kind of things. मुझे हंसी आती है, मेरे को नहीं बात करनी है ऐसे. I don't want to talk about it. I like talking about the projects that I have in hand, that I have signed, and that are out there in the market. And once they come, I like to talk about it. I can't talk about pipeline. I don't know how I'm booked till 2023. मुझे नहीं बोलना आता ये सब. But that really doesn't mean that I have not been offered projects. I have. Yes, it has not worked out. Yes, I've said no to 100 other things. Yes, my money hasn't worked out. And yes, I still am hungry for work. Till the very end of my life, I will be. But मैं भिखारी नहीं हूँ. And yes, I want to now come back with something nice, with somewhere I'm like a reality show, or a nice platform, like a nice OTT project. I mean, that's the best we're looking at. Everybody's working but you, so sometimes you have to just sit back and say, hey, what's not working, what's happening.
Right. No, I think interestingly जो आपके दो म्यूजिक वीडियोस ऑफ लेट आए हैं, हैरान और पैसा, आई थिंक दोनों में बहुत ही diametrically opposite आपके persona है, and that showcases the variety that you'd like to offer and you're capable of offering. Okay, जैसे मैंने आपसे पहले भी अपन आपसे कहा कि एक element of fun कितना important है, enjoy करना कितना important है, और बहुत stressful life होती है, glamorous जो life होती है. तो एक बहुत बार हम लोगों ने ये भी देखा है कि that people, you know, it starts affecting them mentally, and you know they start getting depressed. और जैसे आपने भी अभी आप बता रही हैं आप जिस तरीके से कि दैट जब ये हेडलाइंस आती हैं और जब ये स्टोरीज आती हैं तो बहुत तकलीफदेह होता होगा, आई एम श्योर अबाउट दैट. तो आपकी नज़र में विद योर एक्सपीरियंस कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है मेंटल हेल्थ फॉर आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट एनीवन, बट स्पेशली फॉर से सेलिब्रिटीज़, एंड हाउ डू यू टेक केयर ऑफ योर मेंटल हेल्थ एंड मेक श्योर दैट जो अपने एलिमेंट ऑफ फन जो आपके इंस्टाग्राम पे नज़र आता है वो मेंटेन करना कितना ज़रूरी है, ताकि वो एक यू शुड नॉट टेक थिंग्स टू योर हेड and just enjoy your life ultimately.
So I have never lived under the pressure of showing how happy I am on Instagram. Rather, I have had fun, and that I have posted on Instagram. So these are two very, very different things.
That fun shows.
Yeah.
You know, that you can't pretend that.
They are not forced attempts. I have always been that girl, and that goes on my Instagram. I've been doing. I have never woken up with an agenda to do something, to make a reel today and then post it. मेरे डांस रील्स भी तब आए हैं जब मैं ऑब्वियसली रिहर्सल हॉल्स में होती थी फॉर माई म्यूजिक वीडियोज ऑलरेडी. नेवर हैव आई स्टेप्ड आउट फॉर स्पेशली डूइंग समथिंग. Thank God I am that girl. Thank God I don't take that pressure, and thank God I am happy enough to be not getting loaded with this thing. But not everybody is like that. People talk about how to increase followers on Instagram, and half of the nation really thinks that the work that is coming their way is through Instagram, which is an absolutely wrong idea. I absolutely a frivolous thought. It adds to your profile. It adds to your probably somebody can see currently what you're doing, how you're looking, but you are you in real. Yeah, I mean, फिर तो influencers must be bagging the next the biggest movie of the nation, and you know, 20 million 30 million तो ऐसे ₹2 की चीज़ हो गई है आज की डेट में. बट यू सी देयर रियल सेल्व्स. आई मीन, you wouldn't even know what have they done other than that. Probably there is no aura, and there is no scope in that regard. So I am not somebody to be talking about mental health here, but I have taken care of my own. I would say I have really made enough efforts in my life to first be happy with whatever I have done, no matter what. And this is the phase where I feel that most of the times I've chosen my own happiness over a lot of other things. And if you can do that, please do that. There is no other way. I don't know how to keep yourself happy. I don't know how to not be depressed. It comes when you see nothing's working your way, nothing's coming your way. It's not like I haven't cried at times. I have. But it's like letting out. I can't be feeling like a victim in the morning and tell 100 other people, hey, you know what, life's not... your boyfriend issues. It's not like I haven't had heartbreaks, but you have to come out of it. Yeah, I have seen people wallowing in it, wallowing in self-pity. When something fails you again, you want to rest on your failures? No. Do you rest on your success? No. There is no time. You are as good as your last best thing or your next best thing. So I would say never rest on anything. Never rest on your failures. Never rest on your heartbreaks. Cry it out, let it out, but next day be that lioness that people want to see, that you want to go out there and work for yourself. And I think work has saved me. If there wasn't work, if I wasn't working, I think I would have sunk deep down somewhere. I wouldn't be up. And that's how I say, that's why I say that I'm so hungry for work. I would leave everything in this world but work. This is one thing that makes me feel powerful. This is one thing that will always go by, no matter who stands by me and who doesn't. I can't trust a human for that. I can trust my work. So yeah, that keeps me sane. I know what I want to do in life.
You like to have some water?
No, I'm good.
Yeah? Okay. Your eyes are slightly moist.
Yeah, because not moist नहीं है. It's just AC चल रहा है ना, उसकी वजह से वो थोड़ा सा dry हो जाती है.
No
But nothing else.
problem, no
I'm not emotional.
It's rapid fire with Nia Sharma. Which, according to you, is the best work of yours till date?
None. There's yet to come. All the things that I've done by far are, I would say, I earned for a living.
How will you sum up your ambition in a hashtag?
Unrealistic.
Who's your all-time favorite television actress?
Wow. Oh, damn. Whose shows did I like? I think Rupali Ganguly now is killing it, or with Anupama, I would say. And it's not a diplomatic answer. It is the reality. And even earlier, yeah, her roles have been so cool.
Okay, who's your all-time favorite co-actor?
All-time favorite co-actor? I think I've worked with Ravi and lived all sort of emotions with him. So I have to go with his name, Ravi Dubey.
Okay. In your opinion, which is the greatest TV serial ever made in India?
Oh, all right. The one with the maximum TRPs, I think, would bag. I think those times when there was... all the K shows, man. Kahani Ghar Ghar Ki, Kyunki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, because they shaped up Indian households. You take it or leave it. You want to laugh about it, you do or you don't. But then they have given us Smriti Irani, they've given us Sakshi Tanwar, and the kind of TRPs those shows have seen, I think never has any television show seen it. If I'm missing it out, I don't know.
You started working at the age of 20. What is the importance of financial independence in a girl's life?
It is everything that a girl should go by and should rely upon. It is everything that a girl will need in her life when everything else falls apart. I wouldn't do without my financial independence. I will crash without it. And this is the only reason why I kept going on and on and on.
Biggest difficulty you faced when you started off in this industry?
I didn't have a house to live. I was living in those PGs where shittiest of things have happened, man. Abhi bhi, it just looks like yesterday, where there was this one time when वो घर में घुसते ही hall में तो वो bed था, and then this girl who owned that house, or so she would come with 8 friends or 9 friends, would party all night, and मैं आती थी रात के 3 बजे, सुबह 8 बजे, फिर call time. This is how I worked. So one day I could not sleep, and one night I started crying, and I cried so bad that because my head was exploding. So her friends came, soothed me down. Hey, are you all right? Hey, you okay? And this and that. Okay. And then I sat in that balcony that night. This is some 10 years ago, 11 years ago. I sat in that balcony that night, and I cried and I howled. I didn't know what was I going to do. That was the shittiest night of my life. But then, and the next day, that girl told me, leave my house. You create so much drama. So yeah, man. Shit, I don't know I'm saying all of these things. So yeah, from there to now, life's changed.
Who comes to your mind when I say the following? Funniest person?
Funniest person, I think, would be Arjun Bijlani. Yeah, he's funny.
Okay, shyest person?
Shantanu Maheshwari.
Biggest television superstar?
सारे ही हैं यार, कौन नहीं है biggest television superstar? I think Moni Roy has to be the biggest. She has achieved it all here.
Best couple?
Ravi Dubey and Nia Sharma.
Either or if you have to choose. 1000 में मेरी बहना है और जमाई राजा.
Damn, it's very tricky, but I would choose 1000 because I know how much I cried once that show ended.
We can expect to see you in the upcoming season of Big Boss.
No. No, no, no.
All right, Nia, lovely talking to you. Thank you very much for your time and congratulations for your journey so far. Please keep on believing in yourself and all the best wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Falguni.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
Hi, this is Nia Sharma and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.